Take a look. Let me give you an example how fast people turn on you. Let me give you, and you guys know this, and you know, Bill, you've been around the block. Take a look what happened in Philadelphia. You know, everybody was feeling pretty good. They got these special bands in memory of the great one of the great pioneers of the NHL, Mr. Schneider, and when Philadelphia got the shit kicked out of them, they were disgusted and they turned on the whole thing and they littered the whole ice with them.
Yeah, that's rude. That's ignorant. That's disrespectful.
That's what happens in a fucking crowd mob mentality. When people turn on you, you better run the other way. And I'm telling you, they're going to turn on him.
You don't want to...
The people that are chasing him,
that's for sure.
People that are on his side will be his biggest fucking critics, Billy.
Yeah, well, I
would not want to be on that side of the stick when they turn on him, Bill.
Yeah, well, I think a small fringe of lunatics were at that hockey game, and they were the ones that threw the bracelets. I mean, that's so...
When I saw it, I shut the TV off. I was disgusted. You know, disgusted?
Most people were. It just was not... The other half of the lunatic fringe right at the airport hoping for a plane crash.
And the sad part about all that was they penalized their own team.
Yeah.
You know, you protest and your team gets a 2-minute penalty. So.
Yeah.
And I think even the public announce address person was had to say something because, in fact, it had become a problem.
Guys,
serious problem.
You both know, Perry, you've covered enough stories. When people turn, you watch, even at a hockey game, I've been to a lot of Leaf games where the Leaf fans are screaming and they're jubilant and the Maple Leaf and then when the Leafs start losing, by the end you hear the name calling, the shit that they're saying to the players. I don't like going to games anymore.
But you saw what happened.
I'm lucky. I like watching. I love hockey. I love watching at home. I always get somebody behind me who says shit that's beyond me being able to shut the fuck up and not retaliating.
But you saw what happened in Toronto. They threw the sweaters on the ice. If you put something into somebody's hands, you're actually giving them the opportunity to
throw something on the ice. They don't want to allow. They pour beer in those little plastic things because then when they throw them, they can't. There's no projectile. It's just a plastic cup, and it won't go anywhere. It'll go back in your fucking face. You understand? And that's why they should do that. People are assholes.
But you know what's sad about this whole thing, Frank? Ed Snyder did so much for that team. They did something to honor the guy, and it turned around in the ugliest of ways. Who would have ever thought?
It was the most embarrassing thing that I witnessed in a long time in hockey. You know, I usually get embarrassed. Like the other night when I saw Tampa lose against Detroit, I just want to say to Boyle, he's first-class gentleman. He could have taken the Detroit player and put him on a bun with a nice fresh piece of lettuce and eaten him alive. But he would not succor him because, first of all, Boyle was 30 times the size of him. I'm exaggerating. And the guy didn't drop his gloves.
The guy was hurt. Zabelskater, he was hurt. You couldn't fight him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, whether he's hurt or not, Boyle would have killed him. Look at the size of Boyle. Look at the size of the guy that was fighting him. But what I'm saying is at least Boyle showed some decorum. That's what I saw as a hockey fan.